Welcome to the lab. So this weekend, facing an empty schedule for the most part. I don't have anything planned, and I don't have anything weighing on me. I am recovering from a cold, and I'm coming up from a change of diet. So we'll see. We'll see what my brain feels like in the next couple of days. Over the next couple of days, I suddenly had my daughter burst in on me, and we apparently have 3 girls coming. They're just walking to the house, and plan on walking right back. They need to get back before it gets dark, and it still gets dark pretty darn early. So hopefully that won't turn into some sort of a nightmare. The funny thing is, one of the girls is or has been a sworn enemy of my daughter's, so I don't know how that works. Kids. So, what do I want to do tonight? Well, this is early in the night. I haven't accomplished anything yet because I just picked up the last of the kids and am dealing with that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm looking at possibilities for getting the kids and perhaps some of their friends involved in some kind of a STEAM club, a science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics club. Partially because I'd kind of like to have some kind of organized thing that I can do with them. And so far, external organizations haven't worked out for us. We've tried Girl Scouts and 4-H and gymnastics and I don't remember. There's something else in there. But I'm kind of hoping that I can get them all interested in the same thing at one time. But we'll see. I'm not probably going to spend much time working on that. Maybe this weekend. I'm just thinking of this. Maybe this weekend I can actually get some writing done. I spent the time that I thought I was going to be writing actually reading what I had written before. I know the stories. It takes me a little bit to remember what the stories were that I was working on, and so I ended up reading a couple of chapters before I was like, oh yeah, it clicked, and I was like, I know what this is. So there's a couple of them there that have been hanging around for over a decade, and then there's the new story that I'm working on, which I'm going to borrow parts from. I'm going to borrow essentially characters or a character from a book that I completed but didn't think was worthy of editing. It wasn't worth a rewrite either. So I kind of had to get myself reacquainted with those things. Hey, that's the way things are. I don't know. I'm still kind of in a lot of flux here. I don't know what I'm doing from day to day, and this is not the place where I'm going to be showing much off. So I kind of feel like I can go back and forth and hem and haw a bit, and do lots of verbal pauses, ums and ahs and whatever, because I don't really know what I'm going to say yet. What do you expect? I'm working on it. I did have some acting. I have a little bit of an acting background, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing here, and speech and debate and that sort of nonsense. It's all there. I'm still working on it. This is kind of rough, and it's meant to be so. And I'm not going to apologize for it. Just not. It's fairly clear when I release these what they are, and so far nobody's bothered to see any of them, which is great. That's perfect. I'm getting the experience I need, whether I'm talking to anybody or not, or whether anybody's seeing it. I do plan on going back and viewing some of these things and kind of making notes of what is annoying and what what sorts of things I should be focusing on. I don't have really good audio here. I'm trying to squeeze this in kind of in a space where I can grab a few minutes and keep. I'm still working on keeping these shorter. I've covered way too many topics. I've actually shot this 3 times now. Trying to narrow down focus. Focusing is a problem. But as a rant-ish, vloggy thing, I guess it's to be expected. I think it would be better. There are some pretty high production value vlogs out there where they, start at the beginning of the day, and then they have a couple of sentences, and then, there's a thing happens, so there's a couple more sentences, and then a few hours later, well, it's time to eat. I'm going to show you what I'm going to eat. And that's not what this kind of vlog is. This is a vlog of me, projecting my mind onto video with the minimum of post editing, the minimum of post work. I have a couple of titles. I create a new title for each one, kind of to give it a label, and I try and do one take, and I chop the dead space off the front and the back of it, and I send it to YouTube land where I stick it all together. And that's kind of the operations right now. That will not change until I actually start putting, some production value into other projects. It will probably not be here because I want this to be fast. I want to be able to get one a day. That's what I'm shooting for. So, I have rambled on and on and on again and on. So I'm stopping. Take care.